did my phone keep trying to post?
Really? Dude, I was just about to sit there. Oh, you're being a bum. You're such a bum. Thank you.
Oh, she's kissing you.
This is our guest this week.
Yeah, this
This
week.
is Piper.
This week we have Piper, aka Piper-inch.
AKA, too good for us. We can't afford her.
Yeah.
This is weird not having a table.
I'm gonna go get it because it does feel weird.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'll just entertain them.
Okay, you just keep the thing going. Keep the thing.
Oh God.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay.
Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, Building Resilience. I'm Dee.
I'm Jamie.
And today's topic is the value of positive reinforcement.
Absolutely. That is really important right now, especially with, diversity, equity, and inclusion being at the forefront of everybody's agenda right now. Today's society, they want a lot of validation, and validation, even a little of it, goes a long way. So what would you suggest as an apprentice? Because as apprentices, you're newer to this, so it's a little more difficult when you go to a job site for the first time, especially as a dispatch worker. You're going from job to job to job, and you're going onto a job site already nervous.
Yep.
So explain to us from an apprenticeship point of view how you would like to be perceived and treated on a job site as an apprentice.
As an apprentice, I want to be eager. I want to be reliable. I want to be the person that the journeymen want under them, want to work with. And honestly, I would love, if journeymen are given the option to choose their apprentice for the day, which I've seen, I want to be the one that they're jumping at first. I want Dee. I want, she's with me today.
Yeah.
I want to be able to be their number one, because that is how I'm going to learn and get the most diverse experience. If you're doing something that's completely not normal, out of the ordinary type of work, who do you want with you? Well, I want to be that person. But I deal with a lot of rejection sensitivity. So if I am not told that I am doing a good job, I think I'm doing horrible. And I convince myself, and it's my brain, and I know that, but it still hurts.
Yeah.
Nonetheless. So I would love to have a boss or a journeyman or somebody who is my superior to be like, hey, you're doing a really good job today, but I'm going to show you a tip or a trick on how to improve on this, and I'm very fortunate to have had experience with a journeyman who was very much like that. And I was so happy. I was constantly smiling. I was constantly laughing. I was just so happy to be there. And I felt appreciated.
Yeah. Yes. And validated.
Yes.
And that's really important. So I remember being an apprentice long ago, and I remember going out to job sites as well, and you're always nervous in the beginning. You don't know who you're working with. You don't know what types of personality styles are on the job, and you do really want to impress, because you want to prove that you're there for the right reasons, especially when you're there as an underrepresented group. There's an extra bit of strain, and I never want to make this about, specific people or the way people identify, because that shouldn't matter. But there is, that difference in the way some people treat different underrepresented groups. So when we come out, we'll, as women, oftentimes will work 3 times harder than a guy, because we want to prove that we're there for the right reasons, because maybe somebody from a previous job, maybe had a bad reputation, or the guys gave them a bad reputation, or, false rumors, true rumors, we're not sure what it is, but, you want that validation. And in order to keep the next generation of skilled trade workers, we're going to have to really learn to adapt the job site to understand that people are becoming more sensitive. ADHD and different personality styles are on the rise. And so if we want to recruit a future generation of skilled trades professionals, validation, positive reinforcement, communication is going to be very, very important to keep them coming back.
And like you said, not only recruit, but retain.
Yes.
It is so important to to retain the next generation, because we can recruit all day. I've heard you say that many times. I can go out and recruit all day. It's retaining.
Exactly. And there's a lot of different barriers and challenges to that next piece about retention. But I personally, over the years, have seen many people, regardless of how they identify, actually leave this industry because they just don't know how to handle that toxic banter that happens in the workplace. Now, we do need to have fun banter, and I love some of the fun jokes and crazy times that you can have on a job site, but sometimes it's positive fun, and other times it feels like college initiation week where you're like being embarrassed
and hazed. And it's so important that if you are working with someone who's new to your job, or you are that newer person, like the first little bit until they get to know you, just be like, that was a joke, you know? Like, make sure they know that you don't actually mean it. I know that for me, if somebody's making a joke, I'll think, oh, that's funny, but with our rumination, I'll be thinking about that for days, and then I'll be like, were they actually joking? So yeah. Spelling out, like, that was a joke, by the way, does help in some situations.
Yes. And honestly, it takes some time to get to understand how somebody works or understand somebody's personality. But, you know, we all do come with different personalities. And I've had people that I've worked with that we are like off the wall banter. It is so much fun. But then maybe the next person doesn't appreciate it as much. So you have to take time on that job site to get to know the people that you're working with anyways. And then as you get more comfortable, of course, you know, you start to have a lot more fun. But in the beginning, as an apprentice.
Yeah. And also to get back to that positive reinforcement, like by making jokes and having fun, make sure you are also saying, hey, just let's be serious for a second. Like, you did a really good job today. I know this is a new skill, or I know you've been working on this. I just wanted to take a minute of my time, which is nothing, and point out that you are improving and you're doing well. Because as an apprentice, I don't know how I stand up to their expectations, or previous apprentices. I don't know. I have no idea. Am I doing good? I don't know.
You're waiting for the layoff list because you're not sure if you're going to be on it or not, because nobody told you whether you've done good or not. And you're like,
I don't know. Is tomorrow going to be my last day? Am I doing good?
I don't want to mess up because I'm already walking on eggshells because nobody said anything to me and I'm not sure if I did this right.
Like, it's so important. And it does not take long. It's not a big effort drainer. It's, hey, good job today.
Yeah. The better you treat your employees, the better they are going to work for you in the workplace. End of story. The better you treat your coworkers, same story. So just have fun at work. Remember, work is a third of your life. Don't go there and be miserable. Have fun, enjoy yourself, and make the workplace just as fun for somebody else.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think anything else can be said after that. That was said so beautifully.
Well, thank you.
Positive reinforcement. How do you feel about that?
I feel great about that. Let's all stay positive.
And with that, guys, that wraps up our episode this week. So thank you so much for tuning in. And make sure to put in the comments below some of the positive reinforcement that you really appreciate getting. Like, is there a, hey, good job, buddy? Or like a certain speech or saying, that's the word I was looking for. Expression, saying that you like to say or that you like to hear. So make sure to like, share, comment, and keep building resilience, guys.
And no matter what you do, remember, you are never alone.
You nailed that, Jamie.
Good job. Nailed it.
I'm so proud of you.
Where's my hammer? Like a judge.
Positive reinforcement.
Positivity.
Thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright. And for the first time in a long time, I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is swear it stays way back a year ago.